Hello guys and welcome to F1 2019 Driving School. Today's lesson I'll be teaching you how to drive without traction control. I think it's something that a lot of people want to obviously learn how to do. Next one will probably be how to drive without the racing line on. But anyway, I'll just get straight into the video. No yapping, and let's get into this. So the first clip I'm going to be showing you is around Hungary at turn 1, because the hardest point without not using traction control is in low speed corners I found, because, well, in high speed corners you have a lot of downforce. So anyway, you can see here, coming into this corner, look at my throttle appliance. I actually short shift up because that is the fastest way to go on F1 2019 without traction control. Here you can see again, look at my shifting down to second, now down to first, and then I quickly, as I obviously apply the throttle, I short shift, because you're going to start losing traction if you stay in first or second gear. So you short shift up and then power out of the corner. So let's look at this in more detail. You can see here, being smooth but aggressive with the throttle. You got to be smooth with it, and you've kind of got to just really feel it in the car, and slowly, smoothly but aggressively at the same time. Smooth aggression, I'd say. You can't just power it out the corner completely. You've got to be short shifting if you want to be the quickest. And you can see here, I actually concentrate on the exit of the track. Keep looking at the track in front of you and just really get a feel for it. You'll actually find that it's a lot easier doing it with that method. Now, I'm not saying that this is the only way to drive without traction control. You can just forget the short shifting and just say go down to third and then just be smooth on the throttle on the exit. But there's no point in that, because you're going to be quite slow. And I know you're probably going to be thinking, well, isn't this a driving how to drive fast video? But it kind of is. But then at the same time, what's the point of driving without traction control if you're just going to drive slowly? And in that case, you might as well just keep it on. You know, you've got to obviously learn how to drive without it, but then drive fast without it as well. So let's go on to just one last time showing this clip in its entirety here. So coming to start the lap here. So braking round about now, just 50 meters before the corner. Now look, smooth, just get a feel for it, just smooth on the throttle out the corner, short shifting. Whenever you start to lose traction, you have to short shift. You know, if you feel like the car's just stepping out and you're a little bit, shift up gear straight away, no hesitation about it. And also obviously was concentrating on that track in front of you, and just slowly, you feel the back end start to go, you short shift, you know. Or say, you might want to just, if you're say applying the throttle and you start to lose the back end, then you could also think about just slowing down your appliance of that throttle just to get your car back under control. Watch the clips over a few times. It's very hard to explain. You'll get it with feel. If you keep watching over the clips and try and replicate it, and also with what I'm trying to tell you to do as well, you'll definitely find improvement straight away, I guarantee it. So now we'll move on to the next clip in Silverstone. Now, I've just found a much better way to explain everything that I've tried to tell you so far. So this is the part of the video that really does count here, because I think I found the perfect way to explain it. So, starting this lap now in Silverstone, pretty good track, but anyway, getting away from that. Coming to turn 1, turn 2, yeah, and now coming into turn 3 here. Now look at my throttle appliance. I suddenly apply a massive amount, and then as I straighten up the car and I start to get more grip as I straighten it out, I then begin to power the throttle on a lot more. Now, you'll get more of a feel with this, like I said, over time, but I'll just try and show you how to quickly find a feel for it right about now. So you can see here, coming into this corner now, then look at the throttle. I'm concentrating on that track, and I realise here, looking at that track there, just concentrating, getting a feel for the car at the same time, I can apply a certain amount of throttle straight away. Then, as I start to straighten up the car more, I can apply more and more throttle. It's all about really feeling the grip, and you'll get that with time. But if you really concentrate on the track ahead of you, then you can get this, is what I find. So, look at this here. Really just powering on a lot of throttle at the start. But then, I know that that's the limit, because then I can start to think, okay, the car will start to lose traction now. Then as I start to straighten up more, it's all about, if your car's more straightened up, then you'll have more traction and therefore can apply more throttle. Likewise here, I take more of a wide line here and take a very late apex, so I can straighten up the car better and apply throttle more quickly and in more quantity, and therefore get a better run out of the corner. You can see just how much time I'm making up there. And you can see there, just finally I feel like I have enough grip. I power out the corner and quickly shift up to fourth. I start to feel like I'm just, well, actually I was kind of reaching the end of the gear, so that's kind of why I shifted up there. You can just see here, and you can see here at the continuing on from this lap, I did mess up these corners quite a bit, but you can kind of see here just this rule, how I just apply a lot of throttle at the start and then just start to slowly, as I get out of the corner, and straighten up the car more, apply more, but you can see that I did mess up those corners quite a bit. But that's still basically showing you what I do. So I'm just going to show you one more lesson around Japan, because that has a lot of mid-speed corners, and the reason why I'm not really showing you too much mid-speed corners is because I feel like they're quite easy to do without traction control. It's more these low-speed corners where you don't obviously have the downforce, and therefore the tyres are providing most of the grip of the car, that you're going to need to learn how to take those corners, because they're the hard ones, if I'm completely honest. These middle speed corners, they're not too bad. I'll do a video about them in the future when I do one about cornering and braking, but let's just get on to that now quickly. So here we are in Suzuka here, in our Mercedes. So coming over the line now to start our lap, I'm just going to focus on the first corners here. So you can now see, coming into turn number 1 and 2, once again using that same rule, applying a massive amount of throttle. Then as I straighten up the car on the exit and I get more traction, as I straighten up I apply the rest of the throttle. That's kind of the rule. Apply a huge amount of throttle, or quite a big amount of throttle quickly. There you go, and then just a little bit more on exit as you start straightening up the car. That is the way you're going to get the most speed driving without traction control. I think I actually might have to name this video driving fast without traction control here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this whole video. You know, like I said, it's not that difficult. It's more, like I've said before, don't expect to just watch this video and then be an absolute god without traction control, because, you know, it's going to take time. You're going to have to practice it. You know, don't be commenting, oh man, this just don't work, I don't know how to do it, I can't do it, I keep losing the back end. With time, you'll get it. I can guarantee it, because, well, I've got it. And so, you know, you watch these clips over. I think these clips show it quite well, and you can just see how to drive without traction control, and subsequently how to drive without traction control but very fast as well. Because like I said, there's no point learning how to drive without traction control but still drive slow as shit, because, well, what's really the point of that? So anyway, that was just a quick video. Sorry if it took a while. It's just that with these videos, I do like to try and put as much effort in as I can and really try and get a knack for explaining it, because I don't want to waste your time. You know, it's more than just like a crappy career mode video that I do. It really is trying to show you guys, teach you guys how to drive, and I really just don't want to waste your time. So I've really tried to explain these lessons out. Try and rewatch the video, you know, and just try and replicate these clips and try and just listen out for what I'm saying and try and just apply it in your own driving as best you can. Over time, it will start to kind of almost like a muscle memory in a way in your foot. If you're on a wheel with the throttle, you'll kind of get a feel, and that's basically all I really have to say. So thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. If you can get me to 3,000 subs by the end of today, I'll do a subscriber special video. I don't know, yeah, why not? So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.